Hello friends, how are you? I hope you all are fine and safe here at home. Now, today we will learn chapter number 9, Forest and Wildlife Resources. This is very interesting chapter, students, and you have already learned this chapter in the 9th standard, student. So, just pay attention. The existence, progress and the development of man that dependent on the resources. Resources are very useful to us and important for us. Okay, we have been fulfilling our needs by getting them from the nature since early times. Human being that satisfied all the type of physical needs. Okay, they fulfill their needs from the resources, where in the forest are considered to be a very important resource. A general meaning of forest is the accumulation of the trees, okay, scrubs and the heaps of the grass. In natural vegetation, not that vegetation is included which can be raised naturally without the help of the man. This is called virgin vegetation. Without the help of the man, the vegetation grew. Natural vegetation. Now, such vegetation in India available only in Himalaya and Sundarban and remote areas of Thar deserts. Now, classification of the forest, students, you have to learn for 2 marks. Forests that classify according to different criteria. You have studied the classification of the forest on the basis of climate in standard 9. Here we will know about the 3 types of the forest on the basis of administration, ownership and the management. So students, you have to learn the classification of forest for 2 marks, student. Now, types of the forest according to the administration. Reserve forest, protected forest and unclassified forest. Now, what do you mean by reserve forest? Such forests are under control of the government directly. So students, you have to remember the forests which are directly controlled by the government. Hence, there is a restriction of lumbering. Lumbering means what? The tribal, those who are living in the forest area, they used to collect the forest products. Okay, that is considered as lumbering. Collection of woods or pasturing for the animals, grass. Okay, so reserve forest means they're directly controlled by the government. Here the restrictions are there, okay, on lumbering, collection of woods and the pasturings. Then protected forest. These forests are looked after by administration. Here local people are given the permission to collect the forest products, wood and graze their animals without causing any harm to the trees. So these forests are considered as a protected forest. Local people are allowed over here to collect the wood and graze their animals, means pasturing, lumbering and collection of woods allowed to the local people without causing any harm to the trees. Unclassified forest. These forests are still not classified. So there is no restriction on tree felling or animal grazing. So students, as per the administration, there are 3 types of forest: reserve forest, protected forest and classified forest. Students, you have to remember, you have to learn this forest for classification of the forest for 2 marks. There are 3 according to the administration, there are 3 types of the forest: reserve forest, protected forest and unclassified forest, not classified, unclassified forest, that you have to learn. Reserve only you have to keep in mind that directly control of the government is there. Protected, local peoples are allowed over here, and unclassified, that's still not classified properly, so there is no restriction of the tree felling and the animal grazing. Now students, classification of the forest according to the ownership, administration and management. Ownership, administration, management. So forests are classified into 3 types on the basis of ownership, administration and management. Now state forest. Both the government, central and state government, we are having 3 tier of government. Central and state government control such forest. Most of the forest of the country falls under this category. Both the government, central and state government, that control such forests, that forests are considered as state forests. Now communal forest, it's also considered as a community forest. Third tier of the government, that is a local self-government institution, gram panchayat, municipality, corporation, district panchayat have control over the forest. So local self-government control over the forest. Now private forest, such forest is owned by the individual. Such forests are found in Odisha, Meghalaya, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh. And some of these forests are in a bad condition, haphazard conditions, or some of them are totally barren. Means owned by the individual. State forest owned by the central and state government. Communal forest owned by local self-government institution, gram panchayat, municipality. Private forest owned by the individual. Students, this classification you have to learn for 2 marks. Now deforestation, you know that. Haphazardly cutting of the trees that considered as a deforestation. And already I have explained to you in the 10th chapter that zoom cultivation, human beings, development, urbanization responsible for the deforestation. Deforestation generally means destruction of the forest. This is not the problem of our country alone, but it is the global problem. It can be said that it is result of the progress of the man. Okay, trees are destroyed naturally. However, it is negligible compared to the loss inflicted by the human interference. So deforestation generally means destruction of the forest. Reasons behind that, due to the human interference, progress of the human being that responsible for the destruction of the forest. Students, this is very easy answer. You can able to write, once you clear the concept, you can able to write this answer by your own. Now what will be the impact of the deforestation? You know very well, student. The impact of the deforestation is widespread. First of all, you know that inhaling and exhaling activities of the trees. It inhale the carbon dioxide and exhale the oxygen. And oxygen, that's very important for us human being. The quantity of the carbon dioxide increases in the atmosphere. Greenhouse effect become more intense. With the remove the forest cover, the soil erosion taken place. The problem of the farm fertility decreases. Problem of the farm fertility that decreases. In the peninsular India, forest area has decreased largely due to the deforestation. Many living organisms lost their habitats. We often heard the incidents that the wild animal that come across to the human settlements because human beings that damage their homes, damage their abode. Abode means their natural home. As a result, wild animals approach the human settlements in a search of a food and a water. More instances are recorded of carnivorous animals killing the domestic animals of those shepherds who live near the forest because they come to the human settlement for the search of the food and the water. Okay, so these all are the impacts of deforestation. Now the most important, I'm going to explain you reasons for the forest conservation. This will ask for 2 marks and it is very important, students, you have to learn it. Now student, most important topic, remedies for forest conservation. Okay, so far deforestation, impacts of deforestation. Now remedies for the forest conservation, you have to learn reasons for forest destruction also, that will ask for 2 marks. Now remedies for forest conservation will ask for 2 or 3 marks and it is the important questions from this chapter, frequently asked in section B and C. Now remedies for forest conservation. Research should be carried out to find the options of wood, better alternative of the wood. So this will reduce the uses of wood and it will save the forest. Wherever the trees are to be cut inevitably for the development work, for necessary, new trees of the same species should be grown. So this point that explains that, okay, that first thing that you should have to find out the options of the wood, and wherever it is necessary to cut down the trees, species of the trees for the developmental work, same species of the tree should be grown. So new trees of the same species should be grown. So there should be a total ban for cutting the trees which are not grown fully. Second point, those industry which receive their raw material from the forest, for example paper industry, or a construction work of the industry. They are doing the construction like furniture making and all that industry. The forest should be compelled for the afforestation for future needs. Okay, they should grow the trees. The industry which receive the raw material from the forest, they should grow the trees. Under the name of the ecotourism, the forest cover should not be damaged and should be strictly controlled. Next, most important thing, the importance of the forest that should be spread all over. So creating awareness programs should be organized among the local people. Okay, creating awareness. Next, importance of the forest. Why this chapter included in your syllabus? To creating awareness in the students about the importance of the forest. Okay, the importance of the forest, their conservation strategies should be included in the syllabus of the school and the colleges. They should explain the necessities of the forest conservation. Okay, so that's why this topic included in your curriculum, students, that in order to create the awareness among yourself. Next, social secure forestry and agroforestry should be developed intensively by taking planned steps for necessities of fodder. Fodder means what? Pasturing of the animal, grass of the animal, and firewood. Social forestry and agroforestry should be developed. Okay, for the fodder and for the firewood. In the place of the firewood, instead of using the wood for the fire for the cooking, so alternative option should be find out, like solar energy, natural gas should be implemented. Now forest resources should be used sparingly, properly, judicially, avoiding the wastages. In order to make the process of the trees growth faster, those trees are infested, okay, badly affected, should be removed. And forest fire that cause heavy damage to the forest, a separate system or force at the national level should be created for dousing the fire. It occurs naturally also and created by human beings also. Forest fire occur naturally also and created by human beings also. So there should be a planning and there should be a system for dousing the forest. Dousing मतलब आग बुझा देना. Dousing the forest fire. Due to the increase the means of transportation and easy travel, thousands of pilgrims मतलब यात्रा करने वाले reach the religious places in the forest area and attend the bhandara and fairs of parikrama. They are doing the parikrama. Okay, because of transportation facilities available over there, the pilgrims started doing they are attaining the bhandara and started doing the parikrama. Okay, so at that time they throw lots of garbage. Okay, papers and wrappers and everything that considered as litter should be cleared properly, and otherwise the forests are polluted. An area should be demarcated, properly marked, and border lines should be given, reserved for the animal pasture. So these all are the points, at least 5 to 6 points you have to write it down for the reasons for the forest conservation. Students, this is very important question for 2 or 3 marks. Impacts of the forest, what do you mean by deforestation, reasons of the forest destruction, that you have to write it down.